Fala pessoal, tudo bem com vocês? Aqui quem foi o Pep Spider. Hoje eu tô aqui com vocês, pessoal, trazendo mais um vídeo aqui da nossa série de Genshin Impact. Bom pessoal, nesse episódio aqui a gente vai falar com o Krios, né? Não sei. Pra gente continuar a história do jogo, vambora. Venham, venham, será divertido. Perigo, desastres, aventuras, sangue.
Adventurers Guild! Finally our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over! The age of adventure is upon us!
Mas se a gente não procurar os gatinhos e os cachorros, quem vai procurar?
Roll up, youngsters! Join the Adventurers Guild today! In this time of great upheaval, we must rally together, take on the dragon, and save our great city of Mondstadt!
Sim, quanto a isso...
What?
O que foi que você disse?
The Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the acting Clanmaster's speech? Storm Terror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
Enfim, bom pessoal, peraí. Vocês podem ver que eu tô com um novo personagem aqui no grupo, né? Essa personagem aqui é a Shinkyu, eu acho. Ela é uma personagem de água que eu consegui ontem depois que eu gravei o vídeo. Eu vou explicar pra você. Senta aí, pega essa pipoca que eu vou explicar. Bom, enquanto eu tava lá gravando o vídeo e tal, quando eu terminei de gravar o vídeo, eu pensei, já que eu tenho uns pontos de estrela aqui, vamos orar um pouquinho, né? Pra gente ver se a gente consegue uns personagens, a Clee principalmente, porque muito AP, eu quero muito ela. Enfim. Aí, eu tava lá de boa pegando. Acho que na primeira vez que eu fui tentar, eu consegui esse personagem aqui, que é de água. Eu quero muito um personagem de água, porque acho que não tem muitos personagens de água no jogo. Acho que só tem uns 3 ou 4, não sei. Esse porta parece estar trancado por um ser estranho. Pera aí. Vamos usar o R2 dela, né? Ué, mas cara, eu usei poder de água, né? Esse não é o símbolo de água? O Hydro? Símbolo Hydro? Tem alguma coisa de errado. Eu pensei que eu poderia abrir essa porta se eu usasse o poder dela de Hydro.
Rain outlines your fate.
Tá bom. Vamos, gatinho. Não é pra se ir embora. Esse negócio que tá em volta dela dá dano? Caraca, esse negócio que tá em volta dela dá dano? Caraca. E aí, gatinho, desculpa aí por te machucar. Enfim, pessoal, vambora. Só tava vendo se eu conseguir abrir aquela porta ali com ela, já que ela é uma personagem de água. E aquele símbolo é Hydro. Deveria ter alguma coisa bem antes. Não! Vamos lá, pessoal. A gente vai ter que ir lá pra conversar com os habitantes. Tá, vamos conversar com os habitantes. Pelo que eu tô vendo. Essa aqui é a missão principal, né, do jogo. É sim. Tá bom. Cadê? Ali. Tá ali atrás. Vou dar uma volta aqui pra frente. Eu acho.
Long live the heroes.
Muito obrigado. Não, a gente acabou.
Thank you. It's finally over. Many trade routes have closed due to the Storm Terror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, I cannot imagine a world without wine. I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
Ok. Silêncio. Aqui na esquerda. Não, mas não é pra falar com a placa. Tá, agora vai.
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the Four Winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt. Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return. For that, we have you to thank. And Jean for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt.
Ok. O próximo habitante é aqui na esquerda também de novo. É a garçonete do cara de cervo. Dos caçadores de cervo, eu acho.
Greetings.
Caçador.
May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship.
Desculpa, mas eu não ouvi. Caia, meu velho amigo.
Ah, so you do feel something for me. And people say my charm is fake. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost.
A grande herói,
That's
não
coming
seria
from a
o grande
knight.
herói?
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart.
O que você tá fazendo aqui?
Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out the trash.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls?
Realmente é estranho terem apenas atacado com Hillitures. Então a verdade é... acho que vamos nessa aqui na primeira.
To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited, and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates. That same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of, let's call it fraternizing. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order. They are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call him the Prince.
Princesa.
Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way.
Cara, não seria minha
I
irmã?
think she's
líder,
still
será?
angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
Alumínio, eu acho. Não sei. Acho que é
One
alumínio.
minute I
irmã,
see
no jogo.
Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience.
Na verdade, ele também contribuiu através das cenas... Nossa, cara, não.
Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble.
Oh, acho que a Amber e o Kaia
But
tem
let's forget
probleminha,
about
hein?
him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please.
Ok.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Ah, eu nunca consegui pedir um negócio com sangue meu. Bora.
So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about his sister.
Ah, tem 7 cidades, então?
Huh,
What?
really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now.
Vou sentir falta de Mondstadt. Me dói ter que deixar os cavaleiros favoritos pra trás. Vou sentir falta de
Hey,
Mondstadt.
don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius, and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go, and wherever the wind may blow.
Deixa o vento te guiar. Ou voltarei com certeza. Deixa o vento te guiar.
That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
Teve um ótimo momento de refeição.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now. Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
Vamos lá então, pessoal. Vamos lá. O que será que vem falar sobre... Ah, agora que eu lembrei que a Lira Sagrada quebrou, né, velho? Putz. Vixe. Eu tô usando essa técnica aqui, pessoal, porque pelo que eu vi, eu acho que ela vai mais rápido lá no vídeo, sei lá, não sei. Enfim. Mesmo que a sua estamina acabasse, pode continuar fazendo isso aqui, que aí vai indo. Bora entrar na catedral, então. Bora. Cheguei.
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the Holy Lyre de Himmel.
Peraí. Diaconisa, eu acho. Bárbara não é uma personagem no jogo?
May the
Pode jogar?
animal archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master. But I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut.
Fatui? Quem são os Fatui mesmo?
They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the Holy Lyre with you?
Então, sobre
I
isso...
cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
We, did bring it with us. It's just... It's a little...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special funding.
Não é isso não, é que ela tá meio quebrada. A cara da Paimon.
The Holy Lyre! Oh, Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough.
Nossa, o Vente é ele, né?
Give it here.
Você pode restaurar ela? Caramba, ele consegue restaurar ela.
The Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again.
Caraca.
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? You tone-deaf bard! Hey, don't go!
Caraca, então a Lira Sagrada não vai, a Lira Sagrada não vai funcionar daquele jeito pra sempre. Caraca, ela vai quebrar um dia de novo. Boa. Caraca. Ixi, tá um pouco lagada a cena.
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh.
Eita. Lá se ignora.
Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers.
Acho.
Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt.
How impotent you've become. That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue.
Caraca.
So, this is a gnosis, huh? Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
É porque tem mau gosto? Putz.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Depois de muito tempo, caraca.
Honorary Knight, you're awake.
Sim. Vente, está tudo bem com ele? Em que planeta estamos? Vente, está tudo bem com ele?
I wouldn't say he's all right, exactly.
Ué,
I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you. That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient, but he just said it's completely normal, and then got up and left the cathedral.
He left? Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said.
símbolo do herói de Mondstadt.
I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
Acho que entendi mais ou menos por quê. Com certeza a Jean também sabe. Acho que entendi mais ou menos.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the animal Archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
Beleza. Ah, pera, a gente tá do lado de trás da catedral? Tem um lado de trás da catedral? Caraca. Se isso for um lado de trás, né? Mais ou menos. Encontre vento na origem do vento. Vambora, pessoal. Vamos teleportar pra lá. Aqui. Bora. Caraca. tá se curando?
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck? So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people, but I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis.
Exatamente com Celeste, conhecida como Gnose, espera. Isso, exatamente. Então, o que é isso pendurado na cintura?
It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
Bola de cristal para evitar suspeitas? Você me enganou outra vez, mas eu já estou acostumado.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Paimon voar, literalmente congelou, eu acho. E roubou a Gnosis 20.
Her name is Senora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's gnosis. How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo-Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone,
In any case, this year's Rite of Descension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye! We're going!
One moment, Windborn Outlander.
Estão me chamando? Desculpe por pedir o poder animo da estátua da sua permissão.
Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a glass of dandelion wine. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you. Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time.
Da 20? Mas não era o 20?
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
Deviate sobre a ordem do abismo. Sobre se ignora, sobre deuses, sobre o ordem do abismo. Vamos passar sobre o ordem do
Kaya
abismo.
shared some new intelligence, you say? I see. So, the Abyss Order has a prince who orchestrated the plan to corrupt Dvalin? They were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such princess of the Abyss Order.
Parece ser algo recente.
I think so too. Apparently. But how does a prince come out of nowhere and take command over the entire Abyss Order? If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
Acho que era só isso mesmo.
Well then, best be off to Liyue. If the dissension ritual you failed to tally, then another year you must dally.
Ele sabe rimar, hein? Boa. Domínio da bênção. Aceite desafios de domínio de riqueza e obtenha. Deixa. Bom, pessoal, esse foi o vídeo. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Se vocês gostaram, deixe seu gostei, se inscrevam no canal. E falou, até a próxima. Fui!